Okay, welcome back everyone to Odic Den. I'm Odic and today we are kicking it in Planet Crafter. Here we are sitting here working from trees to insects. Now, we haven't put out any trees yet, and if I remember right, we should have the ability to make a tree spreader. Somewhere here. We haven't opened it yet, but we are getting to that stage with trees. We have grass spreader, flower spreader. We opened up a T2 flower spreader also, but we haven't put any out. We have not put any out. Yeah, here's a T2 spreader right here coming up at 6. We're a long way away from that. But I would have thought we would have had the T1 spreader out already. And I probably just, ooh, what was that? Air filter. Did I make my air filter? I did not make my air filter. So, that's something we need to look at real quick before we head out. I have plans today. There it is. We're going to make that. Ooh, we need a methane. We don't have methane. So we need a methane. We need to put out the methane maker. I think that's right here. Oh, we need zeolite. I don't know if I had any zeolite. That might be my problem. There's one. That might be the problem. I don't have any zeolite. Well, you know, sometimes when you're out doing this stuff, you just flat out realize you don't have what you need. Okay, well, that's fine. You know what? Let's go do something. Oh, that's right. Squirrel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need one of these. I'm going to pull up this right here. This is the T2. I'm going to put out a T3 flower spreader. Now look at this. Look at that oxygen. 1.16. Okay? 116. And the plants is 11. Okay? 116 and 11. Here's the 2. Look at this. Instead of 116, we doubled it. And plants 11 to 52. So huge difference. Huge difference. Now that got rid of. Oh, interesting. Well, let's put this up. We don't need that. We don't need. Oh, see, I grabbed that stuff while I was off screen. I've done a few things kind of off screen, mainly because I'm making a plan for something, and that's why I've got all this stuff in my inventory. In fact, let me just go ahead and put some of it in my truck. I need to take some water, I need to take some extra food. There we go. Alright, get some oxygen, let's go. We haven't played in a little while, for any of those that have been watching. I did put out a couple after a long break, but I never explained it. I've been playing a few other games. For one, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I had some friends interested in that. I took a break to plow through that for them. Here's the zeolite. That's what I needed right there. Let me go back now. Also started another playthrough with my daughter. She had a little bit of a break, so I thought we would spend some time. We're going to be posting it soon. It's Raft. It's an older game. Fun game. I have a playthrough on the channel from earlier. But this is hard mode, where everything drops faster, food, water, and of course the shark that attacks you has a thing that if you kill him, he can come back as 2. He can come back as 3. And it makes it much harder to play, so you got to change the dynamics. So that's what I've been doing. Not to skirt this game or put it aside or anything, but I was trying to, you know, maximize the things I was doing. So we still can't make this without, we can't make this without the bioplastic nuggets or the methane. So without methane, I can't really do much. And to make the methane, we needed 2 of those. So I think I have those resources now. We had some of that outside, and we needed a red rod. And 3 of those. Well, what did I do with it? I had... There it is. Let's grab 3 of those. Ion event. That's what this is called. I think I had even more over here. Yeah. Now I can make methane. So we're going to do this real quick. I'm just going to put my methane right back over here for now. It seems like a decent spot to put it. Now it'll start making. As soon as I get 1 methane, we're going to make the oxygen thing. That lets us stay out longer, and I think that's important. I did not make my higher one here yet. I think it's because I don't have that green rod. I think that was my problem. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I don't have an extra green rod. Because I put it in power over here. But truthfully, I don't need that power. I can get by without it. Take a look at my power usage. Yeah, look at that. So, let us make this real quick. I need 2 in 1. Super alloy rod. I need 2 of those other things. Oh, got a new message. 2 of these. Yep. I think that's what it was. There we go. See, there it is. I like when it does that. Okay. Now, compass. Jetpack. Wow, can you imagine how long ago that was? Crazy, isn't it? Okay, so I need water. And now we just need to make the oxygen. So, wow, we need 2 bioplastic nuggets and some cloth. Really? I don't know if we have bioplastic nuggets. I don't think we have any. Wow, we used them all up. Well, tell you what. 2 mushrooms, 2 silicon. I need 4 mushrooms, 2 silicon. 4 mushrooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 silicons. 2 silicons, 2 water. I don't think I have any silicon. Now we gotta go find silicon. This is what I hate. Having to hunt for these base resources again. Someday, probably off screen, I'll make all the little doodad gadgets. Is that, nope, that's not one. All the mining gadgets. There's some things we don't have though, sadly, as far as materials are concerned. And I probably would have done this off screen, but I just came back. I reacquainted myself with where all my stuff in my base was, and I was getting ready to take us back to that far side over there near where the waterfall is, because we haven't actually made it yet. We keep going over there and finding bases and doing stuff, and oh, I forgot about this. Here's our trees. Oh, see, here's put all the tree stuff over here. Yeah, see, here's the tree spreader. Very first tree spreader. We haven't even opened up yet, because we got to get here. Now, biomass is plants. Right now, it's pretty much plants. So, you know, if we don't increase plants, we don't increase all that other stuff. bioblast nuggets. What else do we need? We needed fabric and methane. Do I even have fabric here? Did I bring any back? Okay, so I got all this junk. Oh, there it is. Fabric and that. So I think that's everything we need. Except for methane. Wow. So let's go see if we have any. That's all we're waiting on. Okay, we there. Perfect. Make it. And that'll let us breathe better. Alright, put this on. Now, it doesn't say infinite, it just means we use less oxygen. So that helps us breathe better. Alright, so we got all this water, we got food. We're gonna do this. I'm taking a lot of food with me, there's a reason for that. I don't want to get over there and get caught needing food. Or water for that matter. Because what we're going to do is we're going to build a base over there. So here's what we're doing. As we go, we're taking with us the resources to make water. Okay, first thing out. I'll collect the resources we need to make a base and stuff when we get over there. We have plenty of power, so no big deal. We're not going to unlock anything anytime soon. As you can tell, nothing's going up. Yeah, we might unlock the incubator, but we're not ready for it yet, so it won't really matter. Now, if you know this right, we've got lights, T1, equipment increase, inventory increase, speed increase, and unlimited oxygen. We can breathe while we're in there, so we don't have to worry about running out of oxygen. It's basically a portable base. I don't think, yeah, the T2 equipment increase we haven't made yet. We need obsidian, we haven't got it yet. Inventory increase, speed increase, we've got light, unlimited oxygen, and then of course a beacon. So we're going to hop in here, we're going to take off. Now, there were some quality of life improvements recently. One of them was affecting this. So little rocks won't throw us, into oblivion. So it should run and drive better. Not so much collision and stuff, which I think a lot of folks were kind of, had issues with. Yeah, I didn't say it'd be perfect. You still got to drive it. But these little bitty rocks in the ground, even the stuff sticking off the ground, would cause collision. And that was something that a lot of people were kind of concerned about. And I don't blame them. I kind of hated that too. Now, remember, we came back here to this ring. We already cleared it out. And when we come this way, here, clean all that out down there. Whoa. You know what? Heck with it. Let's just go for it. Yeehaw. Of course, there is the unstuck command if you get stuck on something, so don't worry about that. Now notice the moss and the trees and everything growing out here, the big plants. That's because of everything I've done. Now, I hope I'm heading in the right direction. even know where I'm at. Wow. How did I do that? There we go. Excuse me, folks. Man, my driving sucks. I'm much better driving in real life. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Huh. That is funny how easily it flips over. Not to turn morbid or anything, but have y'all ever seen a wreck on the interstate where a vehicle is upside down, but there's nothing else around, just one vehicle, and wondered how the heck they were able to accomplish that feat? Uh, I have. I always wondered that. I've sadly I've been a witness to many accidents, and I've actually come upon accidents on the highway or in places where I'm first person there. And one time, I mean, it was just a poor guy. He hit a cow on on the highway, decapitated the cow, and really messed up his vehicle horribly bad. Felt sorry for him. Uh, Not in good shape either. He kind of had a concussion from what I believed. Um, so we're gonna grab that's that. That's to make a crafting station. So I got a couple of things. So I need 2 and 2. Yeah, I need 2 titanium and a silicone. 2 titanium and silicone. All right. So we'll get all that stuff. Um, and I've been on the interstate where I've been a witness to wrecks. Um, Had to, give a statement. Luckily with dash cams, it makes it a whole lot easier now. First trip after I bought my dash cam, I was a witness to a wreck. All right, let me rephrase that. My dash cam was a witness to that accident. I saw it, but I let the dash cam be the talker because, you know, your eyes can deceive, but film, well, film is film. But um, I was driving down the interstate one time, and I always wonder how vehicles wind up upside down. And the car way in front of me was driving. It's actually a truck driving in front of me, way in front of me. Thank God. Next thing I know, it was like his front end hit something. He flipped up in the air, spun around in the air, landed upside down. Nobody got hurt. Well, I mean, I'm sure they were sore the next day, but nobody had to go to the hospital or anything. And I kept I always wondered how'd that happen. And then when I got up there, nothing. I mean, there was nothing in the road. They didn't hit anything. It just, boom, their truck was up in the air, flipping, and wound up upside down. Come to be, his front tire exploded. Boom. His nose hit the ground. Boom. The speed he was at shoved him up in the air, and he wound up upside down. I thought, after that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So now I know. And me driving around here, sometimes how I'm getting upside down, it just reminds me of that. I'm like, how do you wind up upside down? And there you are. So never, never question how physics works because it'll prove you wrong. I would have thought it would be impossible, but obviously it's not. And I mean, I've seen real wrecks, cars hitting each other. But yeah, upside down always baffled me. All right, so here's where we're going. Normally, oh wow, this is gonna get rough. Normally when you're coming through here, okay, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I see these things, I stop and get them because that's how you make the bigger power. And I need to make bigger power. More of them. Eventually you'll be able to make those crystals, the quartz crystals. This is a minefield of... Be faster off just flying in my jetpack, but I brought my... in essence, I brought my own base with me. See, I'm upside down again almost. I'm just trying to get out of this hole. Alright, the heck with this. Now, obviously, we're going to be able to take a lot of this stuff back. One. Base. And water. Alright. Now, supposedly we can actually access our inventory from inside the shuttle. I haven't figured that one out yet. That's quality of life update that came out recently. Alright. Now, obviously what I said, I'm gonna get these things. Alrighty. Noticed. Oh, there's another crystal right over there. Let's do this. I saw that down here. These things we need, we're going to need more of them. So I get them because, well, you have to. And this right here, gotta get this. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. You have to get that stuff. Now, here we are, right here. Crash. This is what I call, and I think a lot of people call this right here, this is the waterfall area. And obviously you can see there's plenty of water and stuff. There's a lot of good base resources. This right here tags into, there's your waterfall right there. Pretty over here. And I am going to build a base over here. Probably going to put it right around here because, I mean, this is a good location. Now, that's that hole in the wall that's being created right now, right there. This is the hole in the wall that's slowly being tore through there, and I think it's through erosion and stuff, because it used to not be there when we started the game, and wow, that physics is getting crazy, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Always gotta get to see a light when you see it. Three. I think I needed 4 to make that, make power. 4 or 5. Alright. Now, oh, looky there. There's another one. Perfect. Alright. Now, see, we're not through yet. It's not there yet. So we're working on it. Now, here's the other thing. Right here is path down to the mushroom cave. Okay, right down there. Right up here is crater. Is the crater area. Whoa! And we're gonna take a peek at it, see what it looks like. Okay, it's already changed. We never got over here before it changed. But at the beginning of the game, if you start over here, this whole area right here is covered in fog. You can't see down below. You can't see any of this down here. There's no water, and it's basically where a big meteor hit, meteorite, I guess. And there it is, right there, that meteorite. Um, but yeah, it's totally in. You can't see anything. It is 100% obscured. Um, you actually start right over there against the wall, near the wall. Uh, and this is affectionately where the hard zone. If you start a hardcore playthrough, where everything's 60% faster and everything else, it's horrible. I mean, it's a great play style if you like the challenge. Let me rephrase it. Let me put it that way. Um, Let me get some oxygen real quick. I'll go down there and show you. Okay. But this right here is purely under clouds. You can't see anything. It's fog. You come all the way down here to the bottom. And right down here is a little underground base. I won't go in there and clear it out yet, but it's a small amount. It just gives you some base stuff, and hopefully enough food to survive. This right here is a huge crater, and all around here you'll find super alloy, which you'll still find some, but nowhere near what would be here if you got here earlier. You'd also find a whole lot of iridium. You'll find, you might still find a little bit, but you'll find tons of these. Aluminum, you'll even find some rods. Some iridium rods, sorry. Don't see them now. So, you start losing out on resources if you don't come here early. Now, coming here early is hard anyways for what we were doing. I mean, we could have made the run, set up a base, and came down here and picked up a bunch of junk. Obviously, we didn't do that, so we're going to pick up some of the stuff while we can real quick. But as it cools, and it's obviously cooling right now, this goes away. It becomes a mountain, and eventually it's got trees and other stuff in it. Now, there's a crate right there. There's a crate down here. There's a blue crate right down here. And then way up here on this little ledge, area. Let me find it. Wow, Marshall, there it is. Two of these. Is a base. A lot of exploration in there. Now we're going to come back and do all this. But if you start this game down here, this is the hardcore zone. There's not a lot of resources. Meteorites are falling all the time. You struggle to survive. I've done it. In fact, I think I even posted one time, hardcore playthrough. There's more than one way to survive. I see my oxygen's getting really low, so here we go. Yay, my oxygen's full again. Alright, that's quick too. If you start over here, it's a nightmare. I've played it, it's hardcore. And if you play the way you're supposed to play over here, and not leave the hardcore zone, finding food and stuff to survive until you're growing food, dang near impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but dang near impossible. Here's a crate right here. You start right over here against this wall. Right here, I believe it's right here somewhere. You come out here, you can collect some resources. You get this crate right here. Usually has some decent stuff in it. If you're lucky, you get a piece of food. You come over here. I usually wind up putting my first base right here just to collect resources, get the base stuff going. Then I head straight down there to that little base down there and build myself a habitat down there. Underwater, yes, or under the fog. It's not underwater. I pray there's food down there. Check out the crates. A lot of times there's not. Then up where my car is, up here, I put a base. And that's where I funnel everything to. It's the base right here. I usually create it over here, hanging out over this. Just build it straight out right here. Gives you central location. You can go that way to the waterfalls, collect some stuff out there. There's some crates out over here. You can do stuff over here. There's a gold chest right about there. I think it's either this one or this one. And your whole survival is trying to get enough food. I mean, you spend the whole game trying to get food. I'm not going to put my base here. I want a base down there by the waterfall. So we're going to go down here real quick and that should hurt. You don't have any of that. Wow. Oh, you do have it. Okay. Yeah, I have a path I run, and I mean, it really comes down to whether you find food or don't find food. If you find food, you win. If you don't find food, you lose. Now, there's a cheesy way to play it, and I've done that once before too. The cheesy way to do hardcore mode is start where I told you about. Come over here, build a base right up there on top where I told you I would build one. Funnel all the stuff there, put down heaters, whatever else, the first oxygen producers, whatever you got, put it all out. When you get down to 2 bags of food, you take off running. You go through the area we came in, follow the wall all the way around, and you can eventually hopscotch your way, carrying enough resources to build a base and turn it down so you have oxygen. You can go all the way around to the starting zone. And once you get to the starting zone, all the crates over there have food in them. And you live. And it becomes just a hardcore playthrough with no risks. So, yeah, that's how it is. Alright, so let's do this. Let's build our base real quick. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm only gonna put a little hub right here. I'm actually gonna put it way over here, closer to the water, because I'm gonna build a bigger one eventually. I want to build the big quad for my base. So that gives us that. It gives us a place to live, a place to come back to, a place to do all of our stuff in. And, of course, probably need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. What if I can build a tier 2 crafting table? Yeah, right here. I'm going to build a tier 2 crafting station, but I am going to build onto the base. Built it too low. Fix that real quick. Tier 2 crafting station. What do we need for that? 3111. I think I picked up enough aluminum. I'm pretty sure I picked up enough aluminum for that. Nope, I didn't. Interesting. Alright, well, we may get it doing the other stuff. Alright, I'm gonna leave my ship right here. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. I had one in here. Just grab it. Make an auction. I'm gonna go in here and show you some secrets. Help you out here if you decide to play a hardcore playthrough. Got food, I got water, got auction. Alright, here we go. Now, Waterfall isn't here at the beginning of the game. You're actually out here doing all the stuff. But, notice this little cable right here in the waterfall. This is an interesting area. You come in here in the hardcore playthrough, and right here. Now, this stuff isn't in here if you come here early. It's got more basic resources. Now, these are, if you notice our body, this is dead people, unfortunately, sadly. More of them. Right up here, if you notice, here's a message. What was supposed to be fun, relaxing, and turned into a nightmare. A 5-week space cruise across the lesser-known parts of the universe. Our stupid crew was not able to respond to seemingly minor incident, and here we are burying the few bodies we were able to retrieve from the burning wreck. What will happen to us now? Both certainly are similar. We're heading west, and let's see how long we can survive. Alright. Here's your story. Pick that up. Right here. This isn't here originally. This is. And notice all this? This is all well, this is all what you would call T2, T2, T2. Agility boots. T2 on back pull. Actually get the second exoskeleton. Things like that. Now, you may wonder, why would you pick that stuff up now? Well, the reason you pick it up now is because you can run it through the recycle. Get base resources back. That's the only reason to take it. Now, in the beginning of the game when you're playing a hardcore, when you get over here, you get your T2 boot, your T1 boots. You haven't made them yet, but you don't have the resources. That's the first kicker. You don't have the resources. And because you don't have the resources, you never made them. Well, as soon as you pick those up, now have the boots. And if you haven't made your T2 auction yet, you got that. Now I said if, because in most cases you've made those. But if you wanted to save resources, you could not make them. Wow, look at that. Interesting. Let's just do it right here. Tier 3 jetpack, my friends. Tier 3 jetpack. Not bad at all. We might as well just leave that here for future dinners. So let's go grab a couple other things. Alright. Now if you come out of that cave and you head around this way, I don't believe it's this close. Check underwater real quick. No, it's not this close. If you come up here, come down here, There's no water here originally, obviously. Right down here, let's go chest. That gives me my aluminum, by the way, or a aluminum. If you keep coming this way, and I think you got to go up on top, you will find somewhere up around here. There it is. Another crate. Now, there's a wreckage right there. That's a nice wreckage. You got to build a base over here to clean that stuff out, by the way. One more iron. We get one more iron and make a base. Got plenty of titanium. Huh. What's sad is I'm not gonna. There it is. Alright, so now I can get some oxygen. Now, I have come as far to this base in a hardcore playthrough trying to find food. And I will tell you this. The very first time I played a hardcore playthrough and I found this base, I thought I was saved because I figured there's food inside. Yeah, I was wrong. There was no food inside. Yeah, tell me about it. I got here and there was nothing in here. I have the tier 2 flashlight yet. Nope. But right down here, so here's a crate right here. You right down here. There's a lot of stuff in here. I ain't gonna do it yet. I'm just gonna. I just wanted to come in here and show you. Now. And I put the base there just so I'm ready for it. Now, here's the other thing. Remember how I told you we need obsidian? See that fire, the fire coming down up here? Watch this. In just a second, it's gonna phase in everything. There it goes. Start phasing and boom. It's dark. If you come up here, oh, by the way, ready. You have to be careful out here because you can get caught out here without food and water. And by the way, if you touch the lava, it actually hurts. Here you go, obsidian. Now, I think when you get the T2 harvesters, you can actually come out here and, ooh, look at that, uncommon. Larva's popped in. We must have finally hit that next stage of growth. Yeah. I'll get one more obsidian, maybe two. There we go. This should be it. No. Actually, I can eat a piece of food. So I want a rare, if we can find a rare. It's just now popping in. But look at all this iridium out here. Not iridium, excuse me. Obsidian. Alright, so we're gonna go back. Like I said, you have to be careful. If you touch the lava, it will kill you. So as long as you stay above it. There's the trees. We're out of that area. We're right back over here to that ship. Sparkling water. Hold on. base. So what I would normally do out here is I would explore these ships. Uh, my main goal would be out at this stage out here would be to find aluminum, mainly because I want the tier 2 crafter out here. I need to make some food out here because we need to be growing food. And I need to be growing at least 2 beans, because 2 beans will more than take care of us. And I need water production, because without water, we're going to die. And well, let's see. What we having? We got 1 aluminum. I don't even know if we have enough to do this. Wow, look at all this stuff. Why can't we build those rods? Can we build one of these? We don't have any explosive powder. Might be able to do one of these little ones. But we need aluminum for that, see? Look at this, I need 5, I got 4. Wow. I did build one of these. What? Nope, can't even do that. Well, don't need to take them. Definitely need to take that. We don't need to take the base resources. We can take that. Need to take that stuff back. Wow. Water. Take any of that stuff. I guess we're just going to leave a bunch of these things back. Leave them back here. Go back to our base. I hate to leave too much stuff back here. We don't need those either. Or that. Well, we might put that back in the main base. Should just drive the car over. A whole lot easier than doing this. What we should do? I think I know what we should do. Let's go ahead and build our water maker. Alright, so 1 aluminum, cobalt, okay, all the base resources. Why I got the inside. Iron and more iron. Alright, so this will let us make water. We're gonna put it right up here by the water bank. So now we have water. Let's worry about making water now. You know what? I need that in the car. That's like a no-brainer. That goes in the car. We'll pull other stuff out. We'll pour the stuff out that we don't need. I'll be eating that here soon. And need that. Keep that here. I can leave some of that back. Take all that back. I can leave that back. And, oh, we do have an explosive. 3, 2, 1. This is just to burn resources. It's actually not something I'm going to leave, but we definitely want to keep putting out anything that can help us out, get our TI up, period. So yeah, any of this stuff right here is base resources. we're going to have to get auction up. Heat, we're going to have to get pressure. Definitely pressure, because we need to get to this. Is that right? Heat and pressure. Got rid of a bunch of resources. See, all I'm doing here is basically saying instead of taking all these resources back, I'm just going to use them up. And that's probably the best thing to do. Now off screen, what I like to do sometimes is consolidate. Like that little base out there we were coming in at, we stopped at, put some heaters out. I'll grab a lot of that stuff and just bring it right back over here, put it here. Because eventually what I want to do is, right here over the water, put a nice, tear this building down right here, put a triple, big old triple one in, 3x3, and that'll give us everything we want. And then this stuff right here can be placed back in there somewhere. This should have water. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over here. I'm gonna get that gold chest. The other gold chest I was telling you about. That gold chest is something you go for. You don't save gold chests when you're doing a hardcore playthrough. You open them. And the main reason you open them is because when you deconstruct the gold chest, you get an aluminum. Plus, you need the seeds in there. So you definitely need what's inside there. So you open them. You get them as quick as you can because you can build your auction faster. Because you got to get to food producers ASAP so that you can start putting them out. You need to make 160 units of food to survive. There. See, you always get one of these. Sometimes this is later in the game, so you're getting some of these things. You deconstruct that, you get aluminum and super alloy. There's only one? No, there's more than one. There's more coming in. These are rare meteor events. Okay, we're gonna get them. I got an oxygen capsule with me. Those are rare meteorological events. One more. See where it's going. Okay. Rare meteorological events. They drop a few, you get them, and then they disappear relatively quick. Not super quick, but relatively quick. So you gotta get them while they're hot. That's the big part. Somewhere right here will be one Huh. Huh, interesting. Should have been right there. Didn't drop any. That's extremely odd not to drop one. See, it's right up under that. There's yeah. Yeah. We'll go get the other. Those are awesome, by the way. You don't get many. You don't get too much in the line of resources from them. They're kind of minor. You get one or two per hit. Yeah, I can't even get to it. See, and at that point, you're pretty much done once they hit. They'll disappear relatively quick. I'll go ahead and get this. Yeah, there's a whole lot of sulfur. But I guess technically speaking, we do have to leave that one. But we do have 3. That's 6. See, I'm just burning through the resources. That's quick. Look at that. That's 3 of these rods. I can make the bigger power thing if I need to. Oh, there's the bean. One bean. No, not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's it right there. So we got one. Tier 3 rocket. Huh, I need osmium. Interesting. Okay. Food. Got water. In fact, I'll just do this. No sense not doing it. Let's check these spots out one more time to make sure I don't miss any osmium. Wow, nice. That's some nice stuff in it. Stuff we'll take back. Now think off screen next time you come in and we're playing. I think you're going to find that I think you're going to find that I will have started building the new base. Wow. I did not know we would get all this stuff. Huh, interesting. Oh, there was 2 that hit there. That's why there's so much. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to start building our permanent base at our starting zone. And moving things will start organizing better. And I want to keep making as many of these big, interesting, as many of the big auction producers and other stuff that I can, because we need, somehow or another, we need to jack our auction stuff up, because it's not going up fast enough. I see the one that hit over here, looks like it's already gone. That's what I say, those things don't last long. Whenever they hit, they drop. Shortly thereafter, they disappear. The rarer the resource seems, to me it seems, the rarer the resource, the quicker they disappear. That might not be true, but to me it always seems that way. Like the super alloy hits the ground, that stuff don't last long, it's gone. Alright. 2 explosive powder, and I have the tier 3 jetpack. I got one. Yeah, I didn't know which one here there was. I thought there. Oh, we used it. Dang it. Of course. So it always works out. Okay, so with that, I think we've exhausted everything. It's the only thing we haven't made. And here, T2 deconstructor. Perfect. We haven't made that yet. We need methane and zeolite. Second torch needs sulfur. We can make it. So yeah, we just aluminum, magnesium, and sulfur, and then start making these mining chips. What we got? Do we have a mining chip at all? We do not have a mining chip at all. So we just need to make the T2 deconstructor, T2 torch. We need to make the mining speeds, all of them, because we've got quite a few. T3 agility boots, do we have those? Check. We need to make the T3 agility boots. And then we need the map and the blueprint penny. Map we can make. Alright. Well, with that, folks, I think we're going to head back to the main base. Water, food. We have food back here. Food back here. Two back. Anything here we need to take? Alright, let's go. Funny. I think the doorway's open over here. It's not really funny, but funny per se, but I think it, no, it didn't. It looked like it did. Let's see. Can I sneak through here? Oh, I might be able to. By the way, that's insanity right there. I mean, that was a lot hitting this area. Let's see how fast it's going. I mean, you're not seeing it. Notice that? Despite how much hit the ground, you're not seeing hardly any of it. Now, that's a trick I think I showed y'all earlier in the playthrough. Um, if you are running around and you see a bunch of stuff like that on the ground and you're trying to pick stuff up and you're running out of space in your inventory, you can just create a platform like that. Drop a crate and yeah, you're done. You can just leave it there. Now I'm gonna leave it there because there's no reason not to. I can come back here at any time and pick that up. Now, let's see if I get my car out. We'll try to get this sucker out of here. It's possible that it just isn't feasible to make it through here right now. Yeah, I'm stuck. You know what? It doesn't matter. Why? Because I can go right down here. I can come right down here, go back to my base, and then call the truck. It'll port back over here. Bing. All right here. There you go, see? All right. I'll go inside and get a piece of food. There you go, right there. We're all back. Got all our stuff. And we can make explosive powder. Iridium and 2 sulfur. And we already know we already got a lot of sulfur over there. Alright. Okay. Now then, look here. Insects are coming up. Water filter at 7 coming up. Here we are at 6 coming up. We got to get our oxygen up. And the best way to get oxygen up is to make an oxygen rocket. And swap all of these tier 1 grass spreaders out to tier 2s. We don't have tier 2 grass spreaders, we have tier 1. We can put some of these out though. We can put out flower spreaders and start make a little flower farm. And at the same time, where are they at? Optimizers, I believe we call them. Because here's an oxygen multiplier fuse. We can do that. Let's see. Yeah, we got 800. So yeah, I think so. Well, folks, I appreciate you stopping by today, checking out what's going on. I'll start building my base off screen for a little bit, and when I come back, you'll have a little bit of an idea of how the base is going to be. Uh, we will go back to the hardcore zone and where the waterfall is, and we're going to do an exploration of that ship back there, and maybe two of them, and continue building out and working towards endgame. So until next time, folks, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Be safe.